indlela esicinga ngayo thina abantu bathandanayo, indlela esifilisha ngayo thina abantu bathandanayo, indlela esenza ngayo thina abantu bathandanayo. So as the love relationship will surely move us from this phase to another phase. There is no way that will be mechanical in the way of relating in the relationship. Change is good in the relationship. Molweni, good day, my friends, my colleagues. Thank you so much for tuning in, making time to use your own Wi-Fi data to listen to my own opinion on different topics and the tetangas. I thought that I should maybe share about a change that we are going through in the relationships as a goes. And I'm saying this not only because I am a therapist, but also to say I am also experiencing izinto ezifana kunye notshintsho in my own personal relationship. And I want to understand, believe that there's nothing wrong for any humankind to experience change in the relationship. And I would also want to hear what you think about that. Maybe we share a different opinion, which I think I accept any opinion in relations to any topics as a platform. We have been talking about decisions that are actually shaping a relationship as a cause. And I've said in another video that we are bound to make decisions, and as a choices are actually influencing the shape of the relationship. So akakho umntu who is in the committed relationship who would never make any choice about the development of the relationship. We supposed to make decisions and choices, and any decisions esizibhaqa sikuzo esizenza would have a consequences. But I would like to start my sharing kwinto ethi we are human beings, and all of us, because we are human beings, singena kwi-phases of human development. I like Erickson, who would actually indicate about 8 human development phases. He speaks about the infant phase, speaks about toddler, speaks about the early childhood, speaks about the late childhood, speaks about different one up until 8 of human phases, human development phases. And the point that he also drives is that akakho umntu who is an adult who hasn't find himself just being an adult. We all started being an infant. Ngamanye amazwi ukukhula kwethu akuvelanga savela sayi adult, but ukukhula kwethu kuye kwakhona i-phases esingena siphume kuzo. And so as i-relationships esiye singene kuzo, romantic relationships, we are bound for i-relationship ezikuzo zithathe ezayo i-phases. One other person, or one of the theories from the object relation theory, speaks about the first phase that we are finding ourselves in kwi-relationship zothandano. Athi is the symbiotic phase. I-symbiotic phase is the phase where indlela esiqina ngayo thina abantu bathandanayo, indlela esifinisha ngayo thina abantu bathandanayo, indlela esenza ngayo thina abantu bathandanayo kube enmeshed. Uyabona ke i-mashed potato ukudibana iitapile ezahlukileyo, different potatoes zingene kwipot, zimeshwe ezapot, kuthiwe ke mplano is enmeshed, where you can't see into yoba ngaba leli tapile ulithathile ladibana kunye neli. You can't differentiate ukuthi ngeyiphi i-potato eyilena uyityayo. So the pot becomes so enmeshed that you actually do not see your own independence in the relationship, but you only see the dependence. Yento kuba we are one, we are us, we are we in the relationship. One other things that we can learn from kwezi phases is that kungaba khona ke i-phases, it also means we are bound to move to another phase. We do not stick around in a symbiotic, enmeshed phase all the time. We do not stick around in an infant phase all the time. We are bound because of the human development and because of the nature of your relationship to move from this phase to another phase. So ibalekile nokuyazi into kuba kwi-relationship kumelezekile into kuba lo relationship iphume ingena kwi-phases ezahlukeneyo. There is no point to think into kuba lo mntu uthandana kunye naye will always be in the symbiotic phase okanye in an infant phase. Everybody odibana kunye naye, because of we are human beings, nature pushes us to move from phase to phase, so as the love relationship will surely move us from this phase to another phase. I-challenge esiyibone isenzeka kwi-relationship, it is when we want we feel so good that we are in an enmeshed phase. Others, they call it a honeymoon phase. We are so good when we are in an enmeshed phase. We find it difficult to move from the enmeshed phase to a different phase. And the other thing that we should also realize is that we do not move from this phase to another phase at the same time. We move ngamaxesha ahlukeneyo. You know why? Because there is no way that will be mechanical in the way of relating in the relationship. Sibe ngathi size robot xa sikwi relationship. It is because we are influenced by a relationship esiphuma kuzo. Abanye, they are coming from the religious way of thinking about relationship. Others, they come from traditional ways of thinking about relationship. Others are so academic, like are better than others. Others, they are not. But we have different school of thoughts on how we should think about the relationship. And ezo zinto, they influenced how we think about a relationship esikuzo. One thing that I would like indoba siphume nayo kule sharing point endiza kunye nayo into ethi we are bound to change. And when change happens, it doesn't mean that you do not love the other person ngohlobo owumthanda ngayo ngela xesha wawudibana kunye nayo. It means that people take different forms because of the phases that you take in the relationship. So there is no way that xa ndifuna ukwenza okanye ndifuna uku-experience into ethile because of the uniqueness endiyiyo, ucinge xa ndifuna ukwenza loo nto I do not value the relationship anymore. Ibalulekile into yokuba when the phases are changing, you take the other person along. Ngamanye amazwi, we need to communicate indlela esifilisha ngayo at the particular times in the relationship, so that uyazi into yokuba we might not be in the same page when I want to move from this phase to another phase. Phase ozafika uthi, by the way, when you met me, this is what I used to like. And xa akwaba ndinokuyenza into ethile, but I wouldn't like just to do it in the disruption of the development yale relationship yethu. And not zonke i-relationships, noba ngezihlobo zakho kanye abantu ophangela kunye nabo abathandanayo, i-relationship zizafana. I-relationship are not the same, so as abantwana obazalileyo are not the same babe bezalwa nguwe. Ne-relationships, we might be friends, we might be colleagues, but if phases of relationship esingena kuzo will be different. And I want to say to you, my friends, colleagues, change is good in the relationship. But when you want to apply ezo changes, you must also be willing to communicate what you want to do at different ebeniyenza kwi-symbiotic phase okanye in an infant time when you were in the relationship. Communicate that, because omnye umuntu might not be where you are, where you want to be. It is important, therefore, to understand relationship will move from phase to phase, but also we need to communicate when to move, how do you feel, what do you think, as long eyona nto ehleliyo phakathi kwenu nobabini ayizo-distractor okanye ayizo-disruptor the development yale relationship nithandana nayo. It is important to embrace change. It is important to be yourself in the we, which is the relationship. It is also important ukuyazi into yokuba relationships are bound to change. I might not get into today into yokuba when do you need to get off of this bus, because there are times when the relationship has reached a level ekuthiwa yi-entropy. Entropy, it is a slow death of the relationship. So there are times where you'll say it's tough, yapum, but when ningekafikeleli klondo, you must be willing to listen to each other, to embrace change, to embrace the uniqueness, to be different, ibe isenzeka in the comfort of the relationship with strong communication skills. I don't know what you think. It would be nice to hear what you think. It's my own opinion, and thank you so much. I will welcome your own opinion, and thank you so much, Nkosi, for taking time to do this and to listen. I hope it actually gives some light of what I'm trying to say and about your own relationship and my relationship too. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.